been Prince, and I'm back at you with another relationship video. In this one, I would like to talk about how to not get hurt in a relationship. There's no magic bullet to this one, so let's just get to the point. There's no suitable ways to protect or to avoid not getting hurt into a relationship. What we can do to tend to protect oneself or even the relationship on a whole is to try to be very transparent as possible with each other, because there's no special secret that I can say offers to say, listen, this is what you do. If you implement it, then you won't get hurt, because no one knows when the hurt sometimes gonna even show up, come of its own, and sometimes we can be the instigator of having the hurt to surface within our relationship. So I would just give you a few points or a few tips where we can kind of protect ourselves if that was to happen, because like I said, most of these things we cannot avoid it, and some we can avoid by not getting ourselves so much hurt, or not even having our other partner to get so much hurt in return as well. And the first one I said, be transparent with each other. The more you can have clarity within your relationship on both sides, then no one have to have suspicion of each other within the relationship. So whether it be communication or things that you be doing, or except when you're doing surprises, and that's all good, But in certain cases where people might get suspicious of things or your behavior or whatever is happening, then we need to be a bit more transparent. The next thing we can look at as well is to be honest. Even let's say honesty kills, but even if the honesty gonna have to kill sometime, we have to use honesty as best as we can. Because even though at times your honesty will be questioned, especially because if people think in a linear way, they assume that into getting us straight. But not all of us think linear, or not all of us act in a linear manner as well. So every time people are gonna say, okay, this does not add up, this does not add up. But it's not all about the addition sometimes, because if you was to go by the calculation of things, then we'd be off a lot, many times. So you have to trust when your partner says certain things. Let it be in time that your spirit might come and say, even if you don't believe him or her at that given point, let it be to a point where they can come and say, honey, you know what, I lied to you, or I kind of twisted the truth to you yesterday, my bad about that, but give them the platform to even speak the truth or speak their own lies as well. Because those are their own platforms. Whether we like it or not, that's their own platform. Whatever they do on their side, that's entirely up to them to do that, But we have to regulate ourselves somewhat that we don't get drawn into their own karma, somewhat that it even affect us. Whether it's telling the truth or just speaking the honesty about anything, just let it be. And the next thing we can look at as well is to learn how to negotiate with each other. Not all the time we're gonna have cases where we come out as the winner or we come out as the one who have the brilliant idea. We have to merge our collective energies and our collective self together in the relationship, even on one point, even on one agenda. We have to do that sometimes. Even though in a relationship we have our separate agendas, we have our separate lives to live as a being, then we have to come together at some point in time in the relationship, and not just to pay the bills or go on a holiday or planning a vacation or where we're going to rent a place or buy a place. Not just under those moments, but we have other moments where we have to come together, and not just when we're going to make love or whatever you want to call it for your own self. Not just those occasions. We have to come together mind-wise as well, and also spirit-wise as well, because all of that would make the relationship more practical. It'll give it more substance as well, and that kind of remove the cautiousness to the wind, because a lot of time people approach relationship very on edge, very uneasy, very nervous, and it's not because of this relationship. Sometimes it's because of previous relationship, and even not even previous. It could be because of other friends and family relationship that they have observed over the course of time, and they're now thinking like, oh my God, I wonder if this is gonna happen to me or not. And sometimes we bring all of those wonders into our own relationship and create a situation where we act out all of those conflicts, all of the different situations that we have observed over the years, and bring it into our own relationship. And now we start to live through the eyes of those people. And so we have to know how to not to bring in friends and families' life situation in ours, because ours are quite unique and it's quite different. So we have to respect our own boundaries, our own barriers at times, you know. So it's good to look at other relationship and see their downfall and also their up as well. But we have to remember that we are living our own separate lives. So we have a lot to offer to our relationship as much as we can learn from theirs as well, you know. But nevertheless, we can learn from everything and everyone around us, whether in a good relationship, a healthy one, or not a practical one, or whatever it is, we can learn from everyone, you know. So don't see yourself above, or don't see your relationship above any other or beneath any other relationship. Because relationship, it tends to happen like the stock market. It go up, down, and it never always stay like this sometimes. Some days you have a good period when you go like this. And some days it hit the ground, and we have to get confidence in ourselves and belief in ourselves that we can bring it back to where it needs to be and above that level as well, you know. So there's no magic pill, there's a magic bullet, there's a magic secret out there to protect yourself from getting hurt. But applying simple techniques from your own relationship, you can protect yourself and also protect the interest of the relationship overall. Because we can't go inside a relationship sort of picking out against each other without even starting a relationship, or try to protect ourselves as well, you know. You have to get inside there, maybe get a few blows, you know. Maybe, you know, you're not expecting to get blows in relationship, but hey, we live in real time, real world, real people, real situation. Everything is real, so we have to be aware of our surrounding in our relationship, be aware of our partners. They're not perfect, and be aware of ourselves, because we ain't perfect neither, and beware that at times situation will throw up in front of us and we have to deal with it. So let's find the best suitable ways to deal with it so we can have a more productive relationship and also a productive lifestyle of an individual and collectively as well in the relationship, because we don't want to live for the other person too much as we don't live for ourselves. We have to live for us in the relationship and also live for each other as well. But you can never forget rule number one. You have to live for you as well, as much as you're in a relationship. Not selfishly, but you have to take time out for yourself and also love and respect your own self as well. Respect your own boundaries, respect your own love and your own ethic as well. And believe in yourself more while in a relationship, because you can't feel at no point to feel inferior to your partner or nothing, because that can start to have questions sound over the relationship, you know. But it's still good to be at your weakest and at your lowest as well, providing that your partner can understand that that's your low key or your high key, you know what I mean. But nevertheless, we have to learn how to be aware of our relationship, be aware of our surrounding, be aware of ourselves when we have a lot to give and sometimes when we got nothing to offer while we're in a relationship. We have to let our partner aware of our strength and also our weaknesses as well. So these things can clear up a lot of mishaps and a lot of misjudgment and miscalculation as well. So if you feel the information I'm saying is quite practical to you, feel free to drop me a comment into the comment area. And also feel free to thumb up this video as well. And thank you very much to tune in one more time to the Nubian Prince channel. And feel free to like me on Facebook on my fan page as well. And we can have conversation there. It's all love. Thank you very much. Peace.